Hello, welcome to Lunch with Lee. Today we're talking about water leaks, and we're going all the way back to water leaks. I used to talk about it almost every week, but over the weekend and through Friday, we actually got real rain. I know no one believes it but me, but we actually got some rain, and we've had already this morning some calls in of water leaks. And we've gone over it and over and over it, but we'll go over it again today, which is how do I know if my chimney is leaking? Is it a roof leak? Is it something else? How do I know? And that is a hard question because water always runs to the lowest level and then shows up. So sometimes it can be leaking uphill from your chimney and the water runs down, hits your chimney, and then shows up there. And people think it's a chimney leak when in fact it is not. Or sometimes it is, just depending on how this works. So depending on how your chimney's built will tell us how to diagnose a leak. Now, we do free water leak assessments, so we can come out and figure out where the leak is. Just call in. We'll be happy to take care of that. But the things to look for chimney leaks, obviously wet sheetrock. If it's wet around there, call us. We can come out. We can double check to make sure it's your leak. Another one is if you see a white powder on brick or stone or anything masonry, that white powder is efflorescence, which is as the water kind of filters through the brick, stone, or masonry, or stucco, anything masonry, it leaves the minerals behind from the water. And that's what's showing up. And you can clean it off, and then it may stay clean for a while. But then as water kind of filters through that brick again, the white stuff shows up again. A lot of times in your firebox area where you put the wood where it burns, you'll see white powder. And white does not naturally show up in that area. Normally, if you're using fireplaces, it's usually black, blonde. But if you see white stuff show up, there's a leak going somewhere. It could be at the very top. It could be on the brick on the sides. It could be a lot of different places. That's why you need a professional to come out to diagnose exactly what's going on. So another thing that you may find is you may hear dripping. If you hear dripping, it can be dripping inside the structure without you actually seeing it. Sometimes it's running off. If it's on the exterior of your home, they actually have it designed to actually filter that water off towards the outside. The problem is that water as it comes down does damage that you do not see. So that when we run our camera systems through and we look on top, we start to see where there's erosion. There's mortar that's not designed to be wet that gets wet. Suddenly you have holes where there's not supposed to be holes. So as the soot, the sparks, everything else sort of goes towards the outside, it's either not going to go up, it's going to come into your house. So if your fireplace isn't working correctly, meaning you smell anything while it's running, that's a sign that you may have had water damage or some kind of other damage previously, maybe even when you didn't own it. But if you hear dripping inside, it's time to sort of get that taken care of early on. Because if you allow that to go a long time, it can do thousands or tens of thousands. I've actually seen where we're tearing stuff down, like hundreds of thousands of dollars of damage. And yes, problems can get to be that big. I've seen fireplaces actually, because of water damage, actually get structurally unstable and actually fall into the house, take down half the roof. If it's a two-story house, either stop at the second floor or go down to the first floor, which, yes, is extraordinarily dangerous. So take care of these water problems while they're little. If you suspect or don't know what's going on, call us. If you haven't had an inspection in a long time, maybe it's time to just inspect the whole thing so you know the condition. Because if you have not serviced your fireplace in 10, 20 years, there's a good chance that it requires maintenance. There's mortar joints that have to be touched up. There's not sometimes sweeping, sometimes not, but double checking everything to make sure that little problems get taken care of while they're little, and you don't let them get to the stage where they're large problems. So that is it for today. Know your water leaks. Hopefully we continue to get rain because that's the way it's supposed to be here. So we can get some rain. We can, the foundations stay right. You know, gardens grow, grass stays green like it normally is here. So that's it for today. Please share it, like it, follow our YouTube channel. That way we can help as many people as possible. Thank you.